So you want to create an online course for your business and you're not sure which tool to use. You've heard of Kartra, you've heard of Thinkific, which are obviously two of the best solutions, but they both do have their advantages and disadvantages. And in this video, we're going to cover everything. So we're going to go over what they are, what features they both share and how they're sort of different, what Thinkific does better than Kartra, what Kartra does better than Thinkific. We're going to compare pricing. And in the end, I'm going to give you my recommendation for which is the best solution for you. Hi everyone, it's Kevin from Solopreneur, and in this video we are covering Kartra and Thinkific, which is really the better online course and membership building platform, and which one is going to enable you to sell the most number of courses. There's a lot to cover in this video, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, to start, what exactly is Kartra and what is Thinkific? So Kartra is an all-in-one marketing and business operations suite that features over 12 tools, including an online course and membership builder. Now, Thinkific is an online course and membership building platform that's a little bit more dedicated to that. And if we head over to the Kartra homepage, you'll see these 12 tools I'm talking about. You have e-commerce, landing pages, you have a whole CRM here with lead management, funnels, mail, memberships, which is the feature we're talking about, videos, help desk, calendar, forms, affiliates, you can run an agency, it's a marketplace. So it's a whole suite of tools, including the online course builder, whereas Thinkific is primarily an online course and membership builder with a few tools that can help you sell it. Now, how do they stack up for the features they share? Well, let's start with website and pages. So Thinkific is the better website builder, but Kartra is the better landing page builder. And I'll show you what I mean. So here we are in the back end of Thinkific. And if you want to build a website, which you're going to be hosting all your courses on, Thinkific has a little bit more of a streamlined experience. So if you go into the theme builder, you'll be able to choose from a few themes. Again, it's not a lot. There's only 4 styles, 3 styles, and 3 styles. So you just go in here and let's say you want this theme, and then you want to build your site. You can configure your homepage as you can see here. You can add sections. You can see like this if you want, really easy to add. And the reason I say it's a slightly better web page builder is because you have this default pages section where you can kind of see it organized for you, where you can see each of these sections in your site. That said, Thinkific actually doesn't have any landing pages. So that's where Kartra shines. So Kartra has a landing page for pretty much any use case you can think of in the world. So you have squeeze pages, you have video sales pages, you have thank you pages, long sales pages, product launch, product review, webinar, checkout, membership login, all of these, just tons of templates. And if you're not familiar between the difference between a website and a landing page, is a website is an informational site that's obviously going to host all of the general things about your course and it might, or your business, and it might also have some checkout sections in it. Now, a landing page is something that's hyper optimized for conversions, where someone's going to hit that page and it's all about doing the action you want, like buying your course. Kartra can build web pages, so you can actually do that. You can see here, you can do a blog or you can do a web page. It's just a little bit more manual in the sense that you just have to make a bunch of these pages and link them together. Again, not a big deal, but Thinkific is a little bit more streamlined. But again, Thinkific doesn't have any landing pages. And looking at the page building experience with Kartra, everything is as you would expect. It's just click and drag and edit like any other WYSIWYG editor you've used. You can throw in sections that are pre-designed for you. You can throw in components. So many things to choose from, as you can see. And two other really cool features of Kartra is they actually have split testing. So you can send people to 2 different variants of a page, which is really powerful for optimization. And they have this thing called behavioral adaptive marketing. So I have a whole video on my site that'll go more into it, but basically you could have sections that only show up based on activities people have done. Like you could have a section that only shows up if someone opened a certain email or viewed a certain video or purchased product A but hasn't yet purchased product B. So all the automation functionality works with the landing pages, which we'll get more into. Next up is the online courses and memberships itself. So Thinkific is a better course building platform, but Kartra's are a little bit easier to sell because of its functionality, and I'll show you what I mean there. So Thinkific is a dedicated online course platform, so it is the better solution by and large for specifically the curriculum delivery. If you go into one of your courses, everything is super easy to work with. You can just add a lesson. You can see it has quizzes, it has different kinds of exams, it has assignments, it has presentations, surveys, PDFs. So it actually has more content types than Kartra. Kartra doesn't have surveys or quizzes built into it, or exams or assignments. And Thinkific also has abilities like you can have multiple cohorts or groups. You can have multiple instructors, and you can do like scoring packages, so you can upload things in Articulate or Captivate if you're familiar with some of those more advanced tools. So by and large, if you're really running a heavy curriculum, traditional curriculum style business that has a lot more nuance, multiple instructors, that kind of thing, Thinkific has a little bit more flexibility there. And honestly, it's a little bit more streamlined to create your course. You can see here, it's a little bit more streamlined. The interface, Kartra's is certainly not bad, but it's not quite as streamlined here as how Thinkific has set it up. So unsurprisingly, the tool that's very dedicated to building courses and memberships for those specific functions, obviously it does very well. Now, where Thinkific falls a little bit short and where Kartra shines, conversely, is selling the courses. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So if we look at market and sell, we can basically have coupons, we can have sales widgets, which are little embeddable things you can put on your website, and you can do some affiliate marketing, and we'll get back to affiliate marketing, but that's it. And Kartra has a ton of options here to set up your course, a lot of configuration just like Thinkific. For example, you can have different access levels, and people can only access certain sections if they have that access tier that you've purchased. So many different customization options for their courses. And with Kartra, you do the back end first, and then let me show you the actual course building component. So it's super easy. You literally just drag in whatever you want and configure it, as you can see here. And it does have a lot of different sort of modules built in, but it doesn't have assessments. So that would say that's one of the biggest pieces. If you're running a type of course where you need assessments for some sort of credential, then you'd have to embed some sort of third-party tool, because it does have custom code, so you can work around it, but it's not built into the platform. So that's one drawback there. But outside of that, it's still a very good experience. Now, earlier I said that Kartra makes it easier to sell these courses, and let me show you why. So Kartra has these things called campaigns, which do the entire marketing strategy of selling these products for you. So let me show you what I mean here. So this is called the free membership campaign. And so Kartra will go off and build the opt-in page, the thank you page, the members area, and send an automated email for you, which you can configure. It'll also configure 3 or 4 different levels of access that you can get people to upgrade to. And this is the simplest campaign it'll do for you, and it has 9 assets. It also has the extended membership campaign with 16 assets. It also has the masterclass campaign. And once you get really advanced, if you'd like, you can do the membership system campaign. It has videos for everything as well. But what it's doing is it's going to build out this entire flow for you, as you can see. Right here, I'm going to find that for you right here. So you can see Kartra in one click builds all of this for you. Whereas in Thinkific, you create the course, but it's up to you to sell it. Here, it's doing the sequences. So when someone opts into your course, you have the upsell sequence, and then it takes them back, and all of these things that'll build for you in one click. And when I say one click, I literally mean that. So you just go deploy, you name it whatever you like. You hit import, and you're presented with a video as well as step-by-step instructions for everything you're going to configure. So you're going to click on tags, you're going to go watch the video, you're going to go take me there and just look at what they've created and just make some small tweaks to it, your pages, your membership, your forms. It's all set up for you. On my channel, I have a whole video on how to use campaigns, so check that out if you're interested. But essentially what Kartra does is, beyond just the creating of the membership, it's helping you sell it by creating these funnels that can keep them engaged through email and through having different offers and upsells and landing pages. So it's a really big advantage there, while it doesn't have some of those other functions like quizzes and tests if you need them. Now, jumping over to affiliate. So if you're not familiar, what affiliate marketing is you can get these freelance marketers, essentially anyone online, to promote your product in this case, a course or a membership on your behalf, and then you give them a commission. And so as you imagine, there's a system you need to manage that, and both of these platforms have it. Now, there are nuanced differences between what they can do, but for the most part, they are pretty robust systems where you can do everything you need to manage these affiliates. So you can manage your payouts, you can see who's done what, and you can do all of that great stuff. Now, they're basically comparable, but the one differentiator, and again, sticking with the way Kartra is helping you also sell and grow your business, Kartra actually has a affiliate marketplace. And so what that is a place where you can add your courses and products so that affiliate marketers can find it. Because with Thinkific, you have to go out and find these affiliates who are going to sell for you by yourself. Here with Kartra, at least you have a place where these affiliates are already looking, where if you have a great offer that they might pick up and start promoting. So again, it's just helping you go beyond just the let me create the thing. It's how do I actually sell it? And Kartra is just giving you a little bit more support there. Hopping over to video, it's not even close. Let's start with Thinkific. So Thinkific has video hosting built in, and you can pretty much do what you would basically accept. You can play the video, you can upload a thumbnail, you can add a caption, you can do some player customization right here. You can at least change the color a little bit. So not full on branding or anything, but a little bit of customization. You can also see a little bit of analytics for what's been happening with your videos. Now, Kartra takes it to another level. Kartra also has video hosting built in, but you have a little bit more options here. You can do a pop-up, you can do fixed, you can do a watermark, you have a splash image, you have closed caption, you can change the skin color, so you can do some more branding there, and you can see a lot more options here. And if it was just that, Kartra's would be slightly better, as you would imagine, but that's not the reason why I said it takes it to another level. Kartra can actually let you have calls to action within the video. So I'm talking about you could have an opt-in form that plays directly within your video. Could you imagine 30 seconds in and then it has an opt-in form where you can capture them while they're interested. You can have an image banner, you can have a caption, you can have a caption and a button. This one's really cool too, where you can have them do a social action like liking your video before they can watch the rest of it. So this is immensely powerful. You can also do tagging. So you can have it so that people who watch, say, 30 seconds get tagged. That tag can then be used in your emails, in your landing pages, in basically anything to trigger some other actions. Or it could go the other way around. This video could only be shown to people with a certain tag. One of the great things about Kartra is everything's already integrated and everything talks to each other. So you do have a lot of this customization. And finally, when you end the video, you can actually keep the party going, right? You can send them to another video, you can send them to a different URL, which just keeps engagement up. So not even a close comparison here. Now, let's talk about the CRM aspect. So both of them have a CRM, but Kartra is just much more in depth due to the nature of the product. And I'll show you what I mean here. So with Thinkific, as you can see here, you'll be able to see what someone has spent, what they've done, their enrollments. You can filter the reports. You can get pretty granular, as you can see, right? It's got some great filtering. It's got searches. You can do some logic here. So essentially, you can manage every user and see what they've done within the Thinkific platform. So by all accounts, it's a great CRM. But because Thinkific has you purchasing so many external tools, like it doesn't even have email built in, which we'll get to. So there's no help desk, there's no email. The videos are really not integrated fully. You can't see any of those interactions within the user account. Whereas in Kartra, not only can you see what lists they're in, what communications, the sequences, their memberships, you also have a log of every single action they've ever done across all tools: tags, subscriptions, videos, calendar, help desk, everything. So the CRM is, again, much more superior in Kartra just inherently because all the tools are built in for you and you don't have to buy external tools. Likewise with reporting, Thinkific has fantastic reporting for the things it manages. So you'll be able to see your revenue, your enrollment, student engagement, everything at a pretty granular level. Some great graphs and everything you would want to know about that. Again, though, because it's only reporting on that part, it lacks some of the other marketing functionality. So for example, you have no traffic analytics. You have no idea how many people are coming to your website. You'd have to install something like Google Analytics, which is free, but again, it's not integrated into the reporting. There are no email metrics because again, the tool doesn't have email. So you have to get that as an external provider and then go look at the email metrics in that tool. Unlike that, Kartra has analytics for literally every single section and tool. So you can see here, if you want to look at your CRM analytics, you go to your page analytics. And one of my favorite things here is it has heat maps as well built in. This is something that's out of the box, which would be a premium feature, or you'd have to buy something like Crazy Egg or Hotjar in order to get. So analytics on forums, analytics on your membership, analytics on your video, everything, help desk, campaigns. So because Kartra has analytics built into all of the tools that are all within Kartra, and the tool knows when these things are happening, you're just going to have much more control and granularity in your reporting, and you're just going to be more efficient because you're going to only have to look at one place. Now, Kartra, I'd say so far has a slight edge, but are there things that Thinkific uniquely does that Kartra doesn't? Well, yes, there are. So firstly, they have communities. And so communities basically are like a Facebook type group that you can set up within Thinkific, which is pretty cool. So you can set up a private community that you can engage with. Now you get one included with the Pro plan, and you have to do an add-on to get more, which is paid, but you do get one. And really quickly, you can take a look at what it would look like. And as I said, it's pretty much like Facebook. Obviously not as in-depth, but pretty cool nonetheless for a private community that's not controlled with a social media platform. And again, this is only with the Pro plan though, so it doesn't come with the first two plans. Now, the other thing it has is groups and cohorts. So as I mentioned, you can manage people in a group or a cohort. So essentially, if you have special offers for a certain organization or a certain group of people or whatever it is, or you want to run multiple cohorts for a course, like in a traditional school setting, then that add-on, which again is paid, but it's there, is something that you can add. And lastly, it has a Zoom integration. So you can run live lessons within your courses with the Zoom integration. It's a little bit more efficient. But again, you need to come with your own paid Zoom account. So a lot of the benefits are there, but they're with an added charge or require the more expensive plans. Now, Kartra has a lot of unique benefits, which again, no additional charge. So firstly, they have the campaigns, which is the thing I showed you earlier. And I showed you the free membership campaign, but there's literally campaigns for anything else you need to do in your business. How to build your list, if you want to do a daily deal, if you want to do an email course, not just a regular course. If you want to do a tripwire, a query, you can see if you want to write a book, you want to do a quick launch for a product, essentially product launch campaigns. So there are these campaigns, like you can look at them like marketing playbooks that you can just launch in one click, and it's going to build out a lot of that strategy for you. So this is a huge differentiator for Kartra. Next, let's talk about calendar. And what's awesome about this calendar is it also has e-commerce functionality. So if you want to do some paid coaching on top of your course, which a lot of course creators do, that's where the high ticket value comes in. You sell a course at a lower value, and then you get extra help or one-on-one time that you can bill, all built into Kartra. You can have that embedded right within your course. You can see your agenda. You can charge for it. So huge additional efficiency piece and additional revenue stream. They have the gym subscription, the live event, the recurrent class model, the consultants. So depending on how you want to run your calendar, all of that's there for you. With something like Thinkific, you'd have to go buy Calendly and then try and integrate it or something like that. Next, email. Thinkific doesn't have any kind of email. Kartra has insanely advanced email, like on par with a tool that you would have to purchase externally, like Aweber or MailChimp or anything. And I'll show you what I mean. So Kartra lets you send email sequences, and it pretty much has any option that you would want in an advanced email builder. You can set all kinds of triggers. So when they fill in a certain opt-in form, if they have a certain tag, if they're on a certain list, they do an order, if they visit a certain page, or essentially anything within the tool, you can trigger automated emails. You can split it by a branch. So if they do this action, go to this branch. If they do that action, go to this branch. You can have advanced logic. You can do waiting. You can unsubscribe, subscribe, add lists. You can even send them text messages, all included within the tool. It also has split testing, so you can send two versions of the email and see which one performs better. It has personalization tokens. So you can see here, it can automatically insert their first name, their last name, or basically any other thing here that you want that's personalized to them. And Not just that, it also has fully designed templates that you can use. So it's not just plain text if you don't want to be using that. It has fully designed sections as well if you don't want to do the whole template and you want to customize it. So Kartra essentially replaces any external email tool you would need to purchase. And one of the biggest things to an online course business is retention and getting repeat enrollments or repeat subscription revenue. And in order to do that, you have to be able to support your customers efficiently. And so Kartra has a built-in help desk. So you can configure your help desk, you can see your tickets. It even has live chat built in. It's a fully functioning help desk. You can have a wiki, you can have multiple agents. You can see some here, some visual examples, live chat, email integration, because it's already built in so you can follow them. You have your analytics for help desk. And even if you wanted to bill support, you can do that if you want to charge extra for support. Again, so many options within the help desk, and it's all included. It's another tool that you would have to buy externally with Thinkific. Kartra also lets you run an agency. Now, maybe this isn't as relevant to if you're just doing online courses, but it does have a cool feature where you can actually create Kartra accounts for other people. Again, this is a functionality for a specific type of business, but it does have that functionality. And Kartra also has advanced automation out of the box. So if someone enrolls in a certain course, then you can send them this email sequence, so you can show them only this video, or it can send them only this special offer, or they only get this pop-up, or if they don't have it, they get it, or so many different things. Essentially, whatever you want to do with the automation, it can basically do from a digital marketing standpoint. I'd need an entire day to go through the depth of what's possible, but just know that with Kartra, because all of the tools are integrated and you can assign tags to any action, you can make some really, really advanced automations that can save you time and help you sell more. And that's just out of the box in every plan. And again, Thinkific doesn't have anything like that. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of the features, but what about pricing and value? Let's jump right into that. So let's start with Thinkific, and I'm going to switch it to monthly so it's going to be easier for us to compare. Both of them are going to have annual discounts, but let's keep it monthly for simplicity's sake. So one of the big benefits of Thinkific's pricing is it does have a free tier. Now it's pretty limited, but at least it's free. You can do a limited number of courses, you have unlimited students, and you get some support, and you can see some content hosting, but a lot of the features are locked away. You can't have a custom domain until you even just get to this. You don't get any affiliate reporting. You can't even do any integrations for all those tools you have to buy externally. As you can see, no email integrations, nothing like that. And it shows here all these tools that earlier I was saying how you have to buy them separately. These are all expensive tools you have to buy separately. But at least you can get started for free if you really don't have any money to invest and just want to see if you can sell a course. That's there. But I think personally it's going to be really hard without the email components. So not sure how you're going to use this functionality without at least the $49 plan to buy this tool that you're going to then need to be able to send those emails, right? And speaking of that, you have the $49 plan. And again, you do get those other things that are not in the free plan, but it's still not the full tool set. Of course, you don't get certificates, you don't get advanced customization, and you don't get memberships. So with this plan, you can only make single sale courses. But if you want recurring revenue memberships and you want the ability to upsell customers by bundling, that's going to be in this plan right here. Also, the communities feature is only in here. You can see some of the other features that are locked away in here. Like if you actually want assignments, that's going to be in here. Or if you want to integrate Zoom, again, additional cost, but it's in there. The $99 plan in all intents and purposes is basically like the plan that for most people you're going to need. There's an option to start with a smaller investment, which is awesome, but the $99 plan for all intents and purposes is really the plan that most people are going to gravitate towards if they're going to be serious about doing this. Now, the other thing with Thinkific's pricing is that they have this growth package, which is an add-on. So as you can see, if you only have up to 100 students, it's free. But let's just say you have 3 or, I don't know, pick a number, say 500 students you've gotten to. That's an extra $40 a month. And what this does is you can get the groups functionality. You can remove the branding, which you can do with Kartra out of the box. You can do some advanced segmentation, which you saw. So that's not out of the box. You have to actually get this functionality in some of the reports I showed. You can do a different integration, Infusionsoft integration. So again, these are the more advanced integrations that Kartra just does out of the box for you that you have to pay for. And on top of this payment for the extra add-on, you also have to pay for these tools themselves. And even just being able to bulk enroll students is an added feature. Even to send emails to students is an add-on. So I find with Thinkific, you're getting nickeled and dimed a lot. I mean, the advantage is you can start with a low investment, but I feel like it's more of a trap. You can start for zero, but you build out your course and now it's sticky and you realize everything you need, you're gonna have to start paying for real soon. Now let's hop over to Kartra's pricing. Kartra's pricing is really simple. You get everything included except the agency function for $99 a month. That's their starting plan. Now there's some limits on 2,500 leads and the number of emails, the number of pages and videos, but realistically, no one's ever going to use more than this anyways. And you can only build 2 sites. Now with Thinkific, technically you're getting unlimited students in unlimited courses, but you're not getting memberships. So there is that difference there that Kartra does have a limit here, but for $99 a month, you're getting all of those other tools all included. Now, basically the silver plan is Kartra's best value plan. The same features, except now you get agency if you need it, and a lot more things are unlimited. And this number is really high, so unlikely most people would exceed it, but there it is. And you can see there are some additional plans. Now, the other thing is Kartra actually offers a 14-day unlimited trial. So there are no features locked away. You get to actually try everything. Whereas in Thinkific with the free plan, some of the features you might need, you can't even try because they're locked. So you kind of have to buy it first in order to make an informed decision for some of those features I just talked about, which are basic features that you might want to invest in, and you're kind of stuck buying it. Now with Kartra, as I said, you actually get a fully featured 14-day trial, but I'm going to show you how you can get a 30-day trial because Kartra is a big tool and 30 days is going to help you not only just learn the tool, but maybe even make a course and try and sell it before you have to pay. So essentially what you have to do is just click the link in the description. I'm a Kartra partner, so that will take you to this page, and then you'll see the start your trial button. So once you click on this, what you do is don't click start your trial right here. Don't click start trial. You can see $1 for 14 days. I said we're going to do 30 days. So what you do is you just wait a few seconds and slowly navigate away. And that's going to give you this one-time pop-up that's a 30-day offer. You click double your trial and then you select your plan. Starter plan, you can do silver, gold, whatever works for you. You can also change it anytime upon logging in, so it's no big deal. Now, I think the pop-up only shows up once, so if you do get the pop-up, I advise that you go through with the trial. It's only $1 for 30 days. Maybe if you clear your cache and cookies or something, you can make it happen again. But that's how you get that full trial. And I think it's a really good idea to do the free plan in Thinkific, do the $1 plan where you get all the features in Kartra, and just take a look for yourself what's going to be a better value. So in the end, if it wasn't clear, I really recommend Kartra. Kartra is a true all-in-one integrated solution to not just build your course or membership, but to also sell it. You also get all these advanced features that will grow with your business. So as you become more sophisticated in your marketing and sales efforts, you have all of these tools that'll grow with you to build these advanced sequences, automations, whatever you may need. And it's also just a better value and cheaper when you factor in the added costs and time savings. You don't have to buy a help desk, don't have to buy a calendar, don't have to buy email, don't have to buy more advanced video, don't have to do any of those things. Pay for that Zapier integration, pay to get the add-on to even enable the other integration. So in the end, Thinkific is going to cost you hundreds more than Kartra. So we covered a whole lot in that video. I hope I've helped you make the right decision for your online business. Now, if you found this video helpful, give me a like, comment down below what other tools you're thinking about. If you're thinking about other ones like Kajabi or Teachable, I actually have a video on those two as well. And as I said earlier, I also have a ton of videos about Kartra if you're interested in looking at some of those features more in depth. I also have a free Kartra Rapid Funnel Builder course, which you can check out in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.